So now for the process integration, we have to define the result that should be transmitted to the process control system. Therefore, we go to the last tool. And in the last tool, we want to select the all regions accepted flag and transmit this flag to the process control system. So we click on this small arrow here. We are transmitting the all regions accepted as a bool data type, so false or true, to the process control system. And now I'd like to show you that it is not limited to bool types. We can also send strings. Therefore, I add this additional element, or additional tool. I go to evaluation. I go to evaluate expression, put it here. And one moment, I select the regions accepted from the previous tool, connect it to the next tool, and now I prepared a small evaluate expression. I put it here, and it looks maybe a little bit complicated, but it's very simple. We just write the elements of the tuple into a string. So you can see here, we take the first element and write in the first element of the string. Now, once again, we define our result as an output for the process control system. It's a string, add it. And now when we go to MV parameters and results, we see our two MV app results. I will save this application now, go to save as check fuses part A, and also save the recipe, so the definition of the results in a recipe. Check fuses part A recipe. Okay, so now you can imagine maybe we have a different configuration of fuses that should be checked. So maybe in the other configuration, the fuses or another fuse would be here instead of here. So I remove this fuse here, take a new photo, and we want to have check the fuse now in this position. So I move the region of interest over here. I can rename the app. So I say now it's not part A, it's part B. And I save this MV app as MV app B. Yes. Once again, I save the recipe. Check fuses part B. And I can go now to the open process integration setup. So in the process integration setup, I can select the recipes I want to use for my process integration mode. So I can go here to import recipes. I can go to my recipes that I have created, part A and part B. Select both recipes and open them. And then I can say the check fuses part A recipe should be my default recipe that is started when the process integration mode starts. Basically, at this point, we have finished all the things that we have to do in the MERLIC backend. We can now close the process integration setup and additionally close the backend. And now in the next step, we can start MERLIC start the OPC UA machine vision server. It started really fast. You can see it here. I put it at the top. And we can start MERLIC in the process integration mode. So here the front end is starting up. Still starting up. You can see change state to ready. So the OPC UA machine vision server recognized we are ready now. And the front end started with check fuses part A. And we get like machine vision state is stopped. Okay, that makes sense because in the process integration mode, the process control system has to start execution. So now it's stopped and we have to tell the vision system, please start. How do we do this? For this presentation, we use a freely available client called UAExpert. It's a third-party client, and we just use this client for visualizations of our new features. I will start the client now. It's made for experts, so maybe it's slightly complicated, but as I said before, it's just for visualization and to show the new MERLIC features. Here you can see now our OPC UA machine vision server, the front end we have created, and the actual live stream. And on the left side, we have the UAExpert client. And we can open now our previously made or the previous configuration I have made. One moment. And we are connected to our machine vision server. So here you can see current state is ready. Same we see here, ready. And we can start now the first inspection. Therefore, we're going to the vision system, connect to the vision system, go to the vision state machine. We also have a result management, a recipe management. I will talk about later. And yeah, we go to the vision state machine and we can now control the vision system over OPC UA. So we can say start single job, right click call. Now, once again, it looks complicated, but it's not MERLIC. We can press crawl and we see we have taken a first image. If we like to, we can do a second single job. Or we can start the new process integration continuous mode. So we press start continuous. And now you can see it's running here. We can stop the application and all works as expected. Maybe we want to have a look at our current results. So we go to result management and can have a look in our results. We have seen, okay, we want to see result number 38. So we go to result number 38, drag and drop the result content over here, and can have a look in the results. So we see all regions accepted is false. Of course, one fuse is missing. And which fuse is missing? The first fuse is missing. So we're counting like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can communicate with the process control system, can see, can transfer information between the vision system and the process control system, and this over a standardized interface, which is super easy. Also, we can switch between different recipes, so different MV apps. Let me show it to you next. We can go to the recipe management, go to prepare recipe, call it. And here, once again, it looks complicated. We can select recipe 1. Before we had recipe 0, part A. Now we select recipe 1, part B. Press call. Wait a minute or a second. And we see now inspect fuses, part B is loaded. We can start a single run. Maybe I put or insert the fuse here. And here, once again, I start a single job. Yeah, it's detected. So basically, that's the OPC UA machine vision interface. I hope you get a first impression about this interface.